Welcome to my channel, ketomealsandrecipes.com. To continue on my high-protein keto diet, I'm going to show you how I make my new version of a carnivore sandwich bread. This bread is perfect because it's a versatile substitute for standard white sandwich bread. And let me describe this bread for you. It has a slightly moist, dense texture and has a satisfying mouthfeel. And it has a very light taste. This carnivore bread is a versatile bread and is perfect for making your favorite sandwiches. In fact, in my next video, I will show you 6 of our favorite delicious carnivore sandwiches, so I hope you will watch that video as well. As a guide, the macronutrient ratio for this tasty carnivore sandwich bread is 1.4 to 1 with 11.9 grams of protein and 4.8 grams of both total and net carbs since there's no fiber, and that's per slice of bread. I hope you give this recipe a try because it's a very easy and quick bread to prepare. So let's get started by first assembling all of our ingredients. And also begin by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius. As part of my prep, line a loaf pan with parchment paper and then grease the surface of the parchment paper with unsalted butter. Having done that, set the loaf pan aside for a moment. Because cottage cheese tends to have a fair bit of water and is a bit runny, I like to pour it into a fine mesh sieve and let it drain for about 10-15 minutes before I start the recipe. Next, get 2 bowls and you'll use these to separate the eggs. And because it's very important that you don't contaminate your egg whites, I'm going to use a small bowl into which I crack each individual egg to separate the egg whites. I check and make sure that there's no egg yolk and then pour the clean egg whites into a larger mixing bowl and drop the egg yolks into the second bowl. And just repeat and do this for all the eggs. I'll begin with the bowl with the egg yolks and whisk well. Then drop in your drained cottage cheese, your baking powder, milk powder, and protein isolate powder. And then fold these ingredients so that the wet and dry ingredients are well combined. At which point I pour in the melted, unsalted butter and fold it into the batter until all the ingredients are well combined and set the bowl aside for a moment. The next thing is to work with the egg whites and whip them to a stiff peak stage. Get your other bowl and drop the egg yolk batter into the stiff egg white bowl. Fold with the spatula or blend by beating at low speed, like I'm doing. When you're combining everything, make sure that you stop and scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl to ensure that everything is well combined. You'll notice that the batter is quite thick but still fluffy, as you can see here. Now use your spatula and transfer the batter to the loaf pan. I'm going to use my knife, but you could use an offset spatula to evenly spread and level the batter in the loaf pan. This bread is going to go into the oven for quite a while, so I'm going to cover the loaf pan with a loose tent of aluminum foil, sunny side down, and leave an opening so that the water vapor in the mixture can evaporate. Having done that, place the loaf pan into the middle position of your preheated oven and set the timer for top and bottom for 40 minutes. After that time, check to see how firm your bread is. If it's quite firm, you can remove the aluminum foil. If it's not, give it another 5 to 10 minutes and then remove the aluminum foil. And bake uncovered for 10 more minutes. I want to note that your actual baking time will depend on how wet the batter is, and the wetness and moisture of the batter is due to the cottage cheese. So you'll have to use your judgment to determine if your loaf is done. And just before you turn off the heat, test the center of the loaf for doneness. When you feel the bread is done, turn off the oven heat and prop the door open a little bit and leave the loaf of bread to cool slowly in the oven for about 10 minutes. At which point, remove the pan from the oven and take a hold of the parchment paper and lift the bread out of the pan. Peel the parchment from the sides of the loaf. Allow the bread to rest and cool to room temperature before slicing, and I suggest you use a serrated knife. It'll cut much more easily. Because this is carnivore, it's not exactly like regular standard white bread, but it has a really nice taste. As I've already explained, it's mild and it goes perfectly as a sandwich bread. To keep the bread soft and moist, I strongly recommend you slice only what you need per serving and seal the rest of the loaf in an airtight container, which you should store in the refrigerator where it will keep for several days. Or you can use a slice of bread, which you can toast either in a frying pan or in your toaster, and serve it along with your eggs and bacon for your breakfast. I hope you will make and enjoy this carnivore bread, and if you have a moment, please leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts on it. And if you want some more carnivore recipes, please check out my end cards that I've selected for this video. I really appreciate you having taken the time to watch my video. It means a lot to me. And if you like my recipes, please share the link. Most importantly, please come back when I post my next video. Until next time, I hope you have a very happy and healthy day. Cheers!